We are back on here for another update video here for Michigan. I'm Ryan, Michigan Storm Chasers. Let's go ahead and dive into the forecast update for you guys today. We have snow currently coming into the state as we speak. It's already snowing in western parts of Michigan as well as the western UP. Current projected radar here, according to the latest model, the HRRR. We're going to watch the snow come up into the state today. It's going to overspread much of Michigan by the time early to mid-afternoon comes around. It's going to dump a quick, I can't say quick, but it's going to dump about an inch or two, perhaps 3 or 4 in spots of snow. We are widespread snow here across lower Michigan, anywhere from Adrian all the way up to Gaylord. It's snowing if you're in lower Michigan. This is tonight, 4 p.m. here, so the bulk of this is over the state afternoon and evening rush hour commutes. So keep that in mind, even though it's only 1 or 2 inches or perhaps 3 or 4, it could still cause some slick travel. Into tonight, this is going to be a little bit slower than expected. So it's going to move out. Here is 9 p.m. Here's 10 p.m., 11, midnight. And then here is 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's finally moving out here by the time 3 or 4 a.m. rolls around. But then if you look closely, we are left within a lake effect response. Not a big one, but a subtle one on the back end of this system. Let's put it all together here. Model snowfall output here. Let's go ahead and take a full screen for you guys. There we go. Into the evening hours, we're going to, or into the morning hours, afternoon hours, should I say. I'm all over the place. Afternoon hours, we're going to start seeing accumulation pick up here. We're roughly 1, 2 p.m. We're going to start seeing the heavier bands come in. This will be 3 o'clock today. We have a good inch from roughly the Tri-Cities down through about Lansing, down through Kalamazoo. That'll continue to overspread the state. Notice down here in southeast Michigan, we're getting about 5 o'clock so far, and you guys don't have much anything on the ground here. Lenawee, Monroe, perhaps Detroit, Hillsdale counties. But no worries, it's still coming. This is at 5 o'clock. Here's 6, here's 7, and then here's 8. And finally, we're accumulating snowfall down here for you guys in that Detroit metro area. As we continue into the overnight hours, it continues to pile up there, so to speak. And then when all is said and done, your accumulations for tomorrow morning are roughly 1 to 3 with isolated 4 inches in spots. So that's going to be your roughly the same totals we're going to see. The further north you go, the lighter accumulation gets. And then up here in the UP, in the central part of the UP, there not much of anything is expected. So much of this is going to be further downstate. And then also notice into tomorrow, Saturday, we're getting a lake effect response here in western Michigan as that snow continues to accumulate. Isolated 6+ inches in spots here. We're getting 6.3 up there by Traverse City. Down here in the Ottawa and Allegan County areas, we're getting a narrow swath of, we're going to say 3 to 6, potentially higher amounts there. Forecast, it still looks on track here. We're going 2 to 4 in West Michigan, 3 to 6 in that Kalamazoo corridor, 2 to 4 up there in western UP, 2 to 4 in the central part of the UP as well. In Aqua, we have stuck with 1 to 3 on our forecast today. Now, keep in mind, NWS did issue winter weather advisories for pretty much all of South Central Michigan, including Southeast Michigan. They're going 2 to 4. So they're just a tad bit above us, but 1 to 3, 2 to 4, it's a 1-inch difference. So if you do get isolated 4, don't come at us angry and say, you guys got it wrong. We are mentioning the possibility of a isolated 4-inch report, definitely in the realm of possibility. We just feel it's going to be a little bit less of a widespread nature if we do get to that 4-inch standpoint. So overall, your forecast there, the entire state does likely get snow today, accumulating mostly here in the lower peninsula and then also parts of the UP as well. The snow should continue through tonight into tomorrow morning. It should clear out, so your Saturday should be a much better travel time. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our Monday system. We're looking at a Clipper system that's going to potentially move through. Looking at the European model here, we're going to see our system today. Take a full screen for you guys again. Today, we're seeing that Clipper system, or not Clipper, but a system moving through. The heavier snow does remain to our south here, like Tennessee, Kentucky, all the way back through Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi. The bulk of the heavier snow stays to our south, but we do get in on that snow regardless. That'll move out early Saturday morning, and then our attention turns to this system that develops in Alberta, Canada. It does bring a renewed chance for snow to Michigan. Now, keep in mind, you're seeing the darker blues up there in the UP. That will likely be the case here where the heaviest, I say heaviest, and when I say heaviest, I talk about the highest amounts, and this is going to be a pretty light accumulation, just like the system today. So when I say the heaviest snow, the heaviest amounts, I'm not talking a foot of snow. I'm just talking like the higher end of the lighter snow, if that makes sense. But the bulk of the heaviest snow will be to the north in the UP. That'll continue through the day on Sunday. And then as we get into early Monday morning, that should clear out to our west. And we could get a brief lake effect response there behind the system as winds do turn out of the northwest And we always talk about northwest winds over our cold lake water or our warm lake waters with cold northwest winds will support the chance for lake effect snow. So perhaps another response into your Tuesday and Wednesday timeframes. In terms of accumulation with this system, let's put both of these systems together here in the GFS model. So this is a Ohio Valley region look. Let's go ahead and move this through. Tonight, we're going to see that snow. I don't know what happened there, but we're going to see that snow start to accumulate here. By the time we get into Saturday morning, right about here, we're getting, again, that 1 to 3 isolated 4 inches in spots. This is a GFS model, so it's not picking up very well in lake effect snow. So we could have a little higher amounts there in West Michigan, up in the UP as well. So continuing this into Monday, though, watch that system off to the left of your screen. Here it comes. Here it comes. By the time it gets to us here in Michigan, it stays just to the north here. So the UP gets 1 to 3. And it does add very light accumulations down here in lower Michigan. So putting it all together, we could get a total of 2 to roughly 5 inches on a statewide basis by the time we get into the midweek part of next week. We're zoomed in here to Michigan, Adrian at 3.6. We're getting up there by Lapeer at 5.1. So we could have isolated 4 or 5 inches in spots when you combine the two systems. Much welcome snow here for our Southeast Michigan snow lovers. I do think we're going to have the entire grass area. I cross my fingers that we can cover the grass here in Southeast Michigan with a couple inches of snow. With that being said, again, our forecast is posted there on the page. We also have traffic forecasts up for you guys. We have them here as well in the software. We're going red on our main highways just because we've already seen it many times this year. 1 to 3 inches of snow is not a lot, but just enough to create travel issues. Doesn't matter if there's 2 inches of snow on the roads or 12 inches, it's going to be slick because snow is the same regardless. Northern Michigan as well, going with mostly red there for our main highways, and then yellow for the alternative routes, so to speak, and then also for the UP. These are posted on the page. If you'll go check them out if you need to go take a peek at them a little bit better. But overall, going to be snowing. And then a peek into the long term, we're looking at, again, system after system moving through. Not going to be daily, but they're going to be probably once or twice a week. A system will have a chance to impact Michigan. Will it impact Michigan with snow or rain or whatever the case may be? Too early to tell, but the system or the pattern does remain very active, and it is cold here. Looking at the temperatures out of the next couple of days here, we're staying below freezing, but we do see a brief warm up here, potentially around the 17th, 18th, and 19th of January. That'd be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so next weekend. And then we're going to see a plummet back down into some Arctic air to start the last 10 days of January. So overall consensus, it remains seasonal, if not below average in terms of temperatures and snow chances and rain chances. Activity remains active. With that being said, I'll catch you guys tomorrow here on another update YouTube video. It's early, guys. Bear with me. Before I hop out here, though, shout out to our sponsor, Katz Roofing and Siding, based out of Potterville, which is near Lansing. They do roofing, siding, window, and gutter needs. 517-485-9886. Thank you to Katz for sponsoring today's YouTube video. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later.